Sometimes the reason a subject matter expert is not available is because we're not being very clear about what that engagement really looks like. It doesn't have to be like if I'm starting a 3-month, project where I'm revising, let's say, a whole bunch of learning resources or augmenting them with scenarios. That doesn't mean that the subject matter expert is going to be by my side every step of the way and he's got to drop everything else he's doing to work with me on that project. That's not necessary. In fact, what can happen is I can have a series of really focused interviews with that subject matter expert around some focused topics and use that as basically the framework for the rest of the work that I'll be doing, and just soliciting their help and feedback sporadically at critical points to validate the work that I'm doing. Also, work with more than one person. So spread out that amount of time that's needed. Also, your subject matter expert, you should never just have a subject matter expert who's the person who designed the process. You should always be talking to, if you can, a top performer who's now applying those things or taking them to the next level. What differentiates that person from the rest of the people taking the same training? So there's a lot of people you can actually solicit for help in these areas, especially your end users who are applying these things. They're going to give you feedback on the language that you're using. So subject matter expert to me is a fluid term because they can be somebody who's very well versed in something and has been doing it for years, but it also should be somebody who's a new learner so that they can give you the perspective of somebody who just learned this and what did they find helpful. So you should have that mix on every project. If you're not getting that mix, push for it.